Are you living in fear? Are you afraid to start something that you've been putting on hold forever? Not because I am a little busy, I don't have all the tools that I need financially, I may be a little strapped, but it's because you fear the unknown. I mean, it's like I know that the devil I know versus I'd rather deal with that than the devil I don't know. But let's just say that maybe it's not that. Maybe it's um the blessings, the gift, the talents that are being exercised that you don't know you have within. You're afraid that you actually might be great. Most people are afraid of their greatness and they will side with fear over seeing how great they could really be. Let's talk about it. Whew, listen, just came back from the gym. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fresh. I'm feeling all these good things. We ready to pop. We ready to do it. Let's talk about this fear. Oh my goodness, this fear is so paralyzing to so many people to do something with their gifts and talents, something they've been passionate about, something they've been just kind of hiding it away, not certain. Uncertainty will cause fear to creep in, not certain about how it's going to look or what people are going to say. I finally got back on YouTube after years and years and years, not because I was afraid, because I had so many things going on, so many moving parts that I was responsible for, and I had to like, how can I carve out time? And then it was, what am I going to say? Because as I'm watching everything else take place and anyone else talking out here on these social media streets, I'm watching and listening and paying attention and gathering information and data. So, okay, what can I say? Because I started feeling like, man, it's a lot of people who are kind of mean out here. And then you know what? I had to let that go because I was allowing those thoughts based upon comments and different things. Everyone is not going to like you. And I know this. And I've always operated not worrying about what other people cared about me and what they thought about me. I could care less. And as I gotten older, it's gotten worse that I don't care. So I know that there are people who do care and who want information on how to, get out of their own way. How do you do that? How do you set fear aside and jump and leap anyway? Because you're not here to please everybody. Only those people who like what you do, like your voice, like how you move, like everything about what you're bringing to the table, okay, your gifts and talents. Those are the people you're concerned with. Everybody else is it's a non-factor. It really isn't any of your business. What your business is to get out of this mode of being fear based. We want to make sure that you exercise everything in your power to put one foot in front of the other, to open the door towards everything that is there before you. And on the other side of fear is your greatness. It's all kinds of greatness. It's all kinds of good things waiting for you to just walk through and take that first step and take that first leap, right? And this is what it is. We don't need fear to paralyze us in such a way, and that we overthink, um, and we're indecisive, and all of these things can really kind of take hold of us and keep us in a chokehold, in a full Nelson. All these things can happen in in a sucker punch. We don't need that. We don't need that. And that will keep you from making the moves that you need to make, because somebody needs to see you, somebody needs to see your product, somebody needs your invention, someone needs your investment, someone needs your presence, someone needs you to do something great with these children, and you can't let fear sabotage that. Some of that is a, oh, sorry, there's something, feels like something was crawling on my leg. um what you can do is a part of this, the limiting beliefs, like it's a part of your mindset, as to what you decide. I hope I didn't move my camera. That you have to decide upon what it is you want, and you can't let limiting beliefs take hold of your thoughts and everything that you want to have to do and your goals. The self-doubt, the that may be preventing you from opportunities. Are you gonna let like your mind play tricks on you, these Jedi mind tricks that your mind is playing, keep you from your goals, your greatness, the things that you've been talking about, wanting to do, and you finally get an opportunity, or you can see a path towards your opportunity, but then you let that set in. You let your mind just go and imagine something that's not even there. Why? Why forth do you do these things to yourself? Let's not do that, because you are filled with so much greatness. You don't even understand how much. And so you want that to subside. You want to just start to breathe. Let it breathe. Walk. Take your time. Let go of the negative mindset. Let go of that, because you're going to enter the great possibilities that you could have for yourself, your family. You could set yourself completely free. You know how many people have gotten on this YouTube channels and all the other social media platforms that are out here, that just they turn on the camera, they got a microphone, they got a ring light, and they started to perform. They started to do whatever they do is best. And now a lot of people have retired themselves. A lot of people have paid off debt. A lot of people have started businesses. They have their different products and things like that they're doing, different inventions. So you cannot let things keep you from letting the world see what you have, because ultimately the people out here are your customers, are your followers, are the people who will buy and purchase your what you have to sell. Even if you're not selling it directly, but they like you, and you sell you, they will buy from you. And that's just kind of how it works. And so you can't let these things hinder you from your mindset and negative thinking, to keep you from everything that's before you and ready for you, is what I'm saying. So your fear can impact your negative fear. Your fear and negativity and mindset can impact the relationships. It can have a negative effect on your relationships. You want to have these strong relationships that are very crucial for your success, because these are people who are going to hold you accountable. They're going to hold you accountable. They're not going to let go. They're going to see it through. As long as you want it, they want it for you. They want it for you. Don't, with me, if you don't want it, listen, I can do with so much motivating and inspiring you. It is going to take discipline for you to want something. So you're going to have to clear out even 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour out of your day to be able to create something, so we can talk to get you going, because you not wanting it, I can't help you. And I'm sure no one else will be willing to help you either. But in that case, you can hinder your relationships, because people are really hoping that you're going to come through and follow through with everything you say you wanted to do. And if they don't see that, it puts a damper on their thoughts about who you are, who they thought you were. Okay. And they have to see you take first steps before they can support anything you have going on. You understand that? That's with anything. That's with anything. You want to, and what's going to also happen is you're going to reduce your creativity, because when it's a reduction in your creativity, what happens is, the fear will stifle any creativity, innovation of any kind, and you become afraid of any type of criticism, afraid to fail. Um, you are hesitant to express your thoughts and your feelings on something. And, that really can hinder some things, because you're going to get criticized. That doesn't mean it's true. You have to check your truth meter, right? Is it true? Is it factual? That's it. One and two. And when you able to run through a checklist, a simple checklist, you like my checklist? A simple checklist will indicate to you that this is not true, and it doesn't matter, and it's none of my business. And if anyone has anything negative to say about, take it up with God. I don't care. You have to kind of have that attitude, because without doubt that this thing is going to work. Even if you have to pivot a little bit, incorporate people in, get the right people in your corner. that's all. You're going to shuffle the deck a little bit to move things in the way that it should be, so you can keep moving up the mountain. That's it. You don't want to have an impaired decision making abilities, because fear can really hinder your ability to make decisions, because you're stuck in a place where you're uncertain. Uncertainty, oh my gosh, will cloud that. It will set in and your decision making will be flawed. You won't have the confidence. You won't have the confidence to make a decision split second if you need to, or even if you have to mull over it just a little bit. Let me look over this document. Let me look over what's going on here so I can make sure I make the right decision. Let me interview this person. Let me have a conversation. Let's have a conference call about this, because I need to know the details of what this is going to entail before I move forward on this. These are people who are able to make these clear decisions because they want everything laid out in front of them so that they can at least be informed as to what they're going to do before they sign their name on the dotted line and join unions with you in a business contract, or a any type of business deal, a partnership, or whatever. Or just, you're signing up for school. Is this what you really want to do? And you be kind of mulling over, you're not sure. When you lay everything out and you're able to make your thoughts really clear, you're able to make good decisions. The good decisions. You want to eliminate anything that will give you any form of discomfort. I mean, you're going to have some uncomfortable moments, but you want to eliminate as many layers of discomfort in your decision making. So you want to make sure you consider all things. Be sober minded in your decision making. Understand that you need all your wits about you when you're making this decision. Oh my little, there we go. I feel like I'm looking up. Had to take that sweatshirt off so that I could breathe um, a little bit and chit chat with you guys. So, you also want to, be mindful that when you're living in fear, that you can have an increase of anxiety. Man, let me tell you, because you don't know what to do, and especially if you're used to always handling certain things, and certain things are in place, and some things, when you go into newness, something new, everything is not going to be in place as you want it to be. It's going to be new territory, and you cannot operate in fear. And you're going to feel it, but you have to do it anyway. You got to leap anyway. You got to, and I know that the moment you start making moves towards it, the fear starts to go, because you're so busy trying to align things and learn this and get things together and learn people's names and get contacts, and you're doing all these moving parts, getting all your equipment, just like setting up your YouTube channel. You're making sure you have just the basic things to start out with. I don't even have the fancy things. And I can go out and buy the fancy things because I want to see first, being intelligent and financially savvy, you start with little things first, and then you work with that and you build upon it, and you want to make sure that you're generating income, and whatever the income is. And if you're doing really well, now it's time to, you can invest in some things, some of the gadgets, the better gadgets, to be able to run your channel, for instance, or to build upon something that you're already doing that's really major. Maybe it's a multi-million dollar something, but you're not going to blow through your money just because, ooh, the shiny new thing, and you don't even know how to run the old thing. You don't know how to run what you already have, and now you want to go out and get the new shiny object to play with, and you don't have the intellect, you don't have the know-how, the skills, you don't know anyone who has the skills to run that thing like you needed to run it to be efficient and productive for you. And so for me to get a camera, it would sit somewhere in a corner right now, some fancy camera, because if that wasn't my normal thing, if I wasn't a photographer normally, doing anything in that realm, for me to get a camera, something that's costing five, six, $7,000 doesn't make sense. But to buy a $25 microphone, bam, and not spend even $100 or $200 even on a mic right now, one of the fancy podcast mics. Right now, this is going to do. Some people are using their earpieces from their Apple earpieces, these earpods, iPods. You know what? Listen, help me out. These things, right? So people are using just simple things in order to, and some people have them tied and completely from here, tied directly to their phone. I'm using my phone, and I'm using nothing fancy because I first want to see what happens. And so I did not let anything stop me, the fear, the anxiety, the anything to get in my way, other than moving around, shuffling around some time to do this, even if it's late at night, like right now. Normally, I like my son coming in, but it doesn't matter because the information, the impact, the intention, what I want to bring is what I'm going to bring. And I'm not going to let anything get in the way of that. And that definitely isn't going to be fear or the anxiety that can come with the fear, because that can really impact your mental and your physical health. Trust me, if you're letting all of this like get on you like a 10,000 pound gorilla, you will always be in froze mode and never moving and never doing the things that you want to do, because you're always worried about what other people think. Is this perfect? Working in perfection. Oh my gosh. Can I, am I going to say the right things? You're going to mess up. I have fumbled over my words many, many times in other videos. And I just, I made a joke of it and I keep going, because guess what? One thing about it, I want you all to see. Just now, I just made a little flub. You all, I want you all to know that I am a human. I am flawed. I am perfectly flawed. And I am perfectly designed. And I am going to make mistakes, but it's okay, because you need to see my humanity and everything. And everyone who wants everything to be so perfect, well, you're not gonna get it. You're just not gonna get it. You're not. I'm not gonna sound like you want me to sound all the time. I'm not gonna be this high extreme professional, you know, using the King's English perfectly. I'm going to split a verb on purpose. I'm going to use some, street lingo on purpose. I'm going to do everything I can to grab your attention, but still be authentically me. I'm going to use some hip hop lingo because I come from a generation where this came out of. So I'm going to use the things that I know that's going to bring your attention to what I'm talking about, but be relatable. That's it. And you see again. Here we go. Couldn't get my words together. You will find that I am more relatable than someone who's just trying to be straight laced and give you this really high level thing. Listen, just get it out there. Just write the book. Write the book, get it out there. Go to school, get it out there. Let go of all the things that's holding you up right now from doing what you want to do. Take 20 minutes every night before bed and work on that thing you've been dying to work on for years. You've been kind of stuffing it away. You want to be a designer. You've been designing those purses or those scarves or that outfit, those outfits that just keep running through your mind, and you want to put things together. Do it. Do it. Who's stopping you? Who's telling you no except for you? And you're going to run yourself to death with this high level of anxiety, and it's going to keep you from yourself from doing the things you want to do. And you're going to miss so many opportunities. Everything I mentioned before is missed opportunity. It's just lining up for missed opportunity, because you never know who you're going to meet. You don't know who's in the room. You don't know who's paying attention to you. When you walk in your authentic self, right? I have a video about that, about being authentic and how you should be in your authenticity. When you walk in there, it's with a confidence of knowing who you are. It's not arrogance. It's not just saying anything, being rude and abrupt and creating chaos. It is a feeling and a aura and a frequency that you're on, that when you come into a space, you are people just like, who is this person? Is there something good about them? I want to get to know who this person is, and then maybe somebody speaks about you and says all these good things about you, because now your name has gone before you, because you walk and operate with integrity, and you are authentically who you are. You're self-aware. You don't walk in fear. You walk in knowing and confidence, and knowing you have the ability to do the things that you possess, to present to others and say, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, it's no problem. Call my people, or whatever you got to do, whatever the lingo, whatever the thing is, whatever the business you're in. So you've got to be able to have that which allows you to network with others, so that you don't miss those personal connections. And that's going to come from your personal development. You cannot keep fear, holding you back. You cannot. I beg of you. I beg that you need to move in complete confidence, eliminating the fear. And all of this is going to come together with complete resilience. You're going to be constantly like being able to bounce back from everything. You're gonna feel the fear, do it anyway. You're gonna be scared, do it scared, do it with tears, do it with sweat, do it anyway. You're gonna be doing all those things. You're gonna be sweating underneath the clothes a little bit. You're gonna have tears forming up because you're not certain of things. Everyone wants to be certain of everything. Honey, sometimes the things that you're uncertain about, that is where the gift is. That is where all the greatness is in the uncertainty, because sometimes the Most High moves in uncertain ways. You don't know. He just says, go here, go there, go left, go right, go meet that person. You just do it. And you don't know what's going to happen and all the magnificent things, because you were prepared and you understood the assignment, even if you didn't know what it was going to turn out to be. You didn't know you were going to meet that person that's going to open up doors for you. You didn't know that what person was going to get you into that class. And you're just like, oh, I don't know, I need that class to graduate. I don't know. You walked in your authentic self, and you walk with courage. You walk with um, confidence. Without doubt. And so you can't have fear, and the doubt is his cousin. You cannot walk like this and expect for life to unfold for you in all the manifestations and abundance thereof. You cannot. You're constantly being able to manifest these things. It's not even a woo woo, nothing like that. It is knowing, having the knowing, the feeling, the the thoughts. All of those things are aligning, but you don't have the doubt, the fear, the anxiety. It is complete understanding that all of this is going to be, good for you, because otherwise you're going to be living in a self-fulfilling prophecy. Whatever you say is true out of your mouth. Whatever you say out of your mouth is going to be true. Whatever you say out of your mouth, because normally that is going to be how you feel and what you think. And when those things align, if it's in the negative, if it's in fear, if it's anxiety feel, it is going to be true for you. And that is the contract you're going to sign. That is the agreement you're going to assign with creation, right? With the Most High. Okay, well, all right. Hey, I tried to give them this, but they want that. Okay, give them fear, give them more doubt, give them, and you're gonna get more of that. You're gonna get more and more of the thing you speak of. So you got to be careful. Life and death is in the power of the tongue, and your intentions and how you feel about a thing is going to manifest. It's going to show up in your life. Abundance of that. So it's the abundance thereof. Thereof is the thing that you have already put forth in how you feel, how you think, how you be, and then what you speak out, and it's going to give you more of that. That's your abundance. You may not like it, but that's what it is. You keep telling yourself that you don't look a certain way, you feel woe with me, life's all these things is going to give you more and more. Oh, those people always talking about, oh, they're so mean. More of that. Give them more, give them more, because they keep talking about it. They want it, they want it. Because it's a self fulfilling prophecy that you're creating over and over again. We in creation. We're constantly in creation over and over again. You don't think so? Think about your life. Look back at your life and think about the things you were thinking about, thinking about the things you were saying. So you're creating these things in your life. So you got to bridle the tongue, so that you are very aware of what you're saying, so that you don't operate in this fear, so that you go out and you know how to bounce back from, with the resilience. You know how to not miss opportunities. You know how to make these good decisions. You're able to make good, really impactful relationships that that lead to something great, for you. Maybe it's long-term friendship, maybe it's marriage, maybe it is partnership. It can be all kinds of things that come your way, but it's the abundance thereof. It's what you choose it to be. You could be the abundance of negativity, more of that, or abundance of greatness and goodness, and you're thriving and striving in life and climbing the mountain of your particular success, or somewhere you're retiring in a beautiful place, not worrying about anything. You just seeing your grandchildren grow up, or your sister and your brother and your kids just do their thing. You're just like, wow, who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want a good life, a decent life? We're not talking about luxury. We're just saying just a life where there's nothing that you can't do and nothing that you don't have, and that you have the basic needs and met. Your needs are met, and your cup is overflowing, and you're able to bless other people and be a blessing. You know, so eliminate the fear. Let's get into understanding that fear can hinder you. We don't want fear to hinder us anymore, right? So get back on it, bounce back, get your courage together. Fear is not what we want. We don't want that knocking at our doors, right? This is Deanna Inspires. This is Inspired Perspectives. Thank you for watching my channel. I have other videos. They're really good too. I hope that you have been enlightened by this conversation and inspired and motivated. Now, it's your job to get the discipline to not walk in fear, but walk in knowing that it is yours if you want it. Have a good one.